Okay, so I am live. This is my first ever PC build. Got everything here. Took me about 3 months of research and figuring out what I need. So I'm doing a editing workstation build. Had like a dream come true to actually build a PC. So I chose the ProArt motherboard with the Intel 9 Ultra. Got the 5070 Ti, Liquid Freezer 3 Pro 360, 2 SSDs, DDR5 64 gigs, and then the case here is the Fractal XL mid tower. And that's Archie. Hello, buddy. He is my assistant for today. So, first ever build. Pretty excited. Pretty pumped. Never built a PC. So, this might take maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, more likely 6 hours. I will finish it today. I got my USB with Windows 11 for when I boot it up. So I just unboxed this. This is the ProArt. I believe what I should be doing now is putting the CPU. So I've been super nervous about this. I have never put a CPU inside of a motherboard. I hope I don't screw this up. Alright, I've got a mat thingy here so I don't accidentally discharge some static electricity and damage some parts. Thank you, Eric. My cousin who works at Intel recommended this mat, so there's no crazy kind of discharge or static that can possibly damage anything. And again, first time ever doing this. Watched tons of videos, but never did it myself. Oh, that's so cool. Whoa. Intel Core Ultra 9 Series 2. Okay, I'm sure there was a more elegant way to open that, but this is the CPU here. 285K, 5.6 gigahertz. What is this? Ooh, cool. One booklet. Sweet. I don't think I need this. Oh, cool sticker. Dude, I'm so nervous. Okay. All right. Here we go. Do not damage processor. Do not damage processor. So I listed everything here in the description of the PC components that I got. Holy, that's so cool. So my cousin warned me not to damage any of the pins. So from my understanding, you line up this like triangle thingy with this triangle thingy here. Then you press down and that should pop right off apparently. So let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. little springy bit. Why am I so nervous? Nice. Okay. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. This is the processor. Do not drop this. Okay, put this one in here relatively delicately. Right? Seems like it's seated. And now when I push this down, I believe that should pop off. Cool. Can you imagine if that was like flipped the other way? How stressed would I be? Okay, so first step done. Put this little buddy here. All right. I might as well install my SSD. So here we go. So far so good. Not too freaked out. First time ever unboxing any of these kind of components. So this is my 1 terabyte SSD that I'll be putting all my programs and my OS in. So I'm gonna be using this rig mostly for video editing and photo editing. So this is kind of like the thing within my budget that I could buy. All right. Anything that happened? No, I hope not. Okay. So I believe there are 4 or 5 PCI ports. This one's a Gen 5, and the other ones here are PCI 4. I can't use a Gen 5 slot, right? Because these are Gen 4. I can put my Gen 4 into this Gen 5 slot. Is that possible? I have no idea. Time to use Google. ProArt A890. Can I insert Gen 4 SD into Gen 5 slot? Yes. Cool. Thank God. Okay. The sticker here. Really neat. Alright, can I push this down? Install key components: CPU, memory, SSD slot, M.2, optical, optional, make sure, latchy thing. Okay. I'm a fool. Does anybody know how to undo this M.2 release? Let's see. I think I click it, right? So cool. These are the heatsink stickers. And you have to remove the stickers, I believe. So the cool thing about the ProArt, the PCI slots here, you can actually move it forward and back depending how big or small your SSD is. So I believe I should be removing these stickers. Ooh, satisfying. Uh-oh. 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 Perfect. First try. Okay. Dude, I've watched so many videos on this, but it seems like my nerves are getting to me. Neat. Do I remove this sticker? I don't think so. I think I keep it on, right? I think so. I'm sure if I had to remove it, it would say for me to remove it. Insert this little buddy here. Wait. Bro. Like this? Like this. I am pretty sure it's like this. Okay, put this guy here. Move this. Okay. Sweet. And I can put the heatsink, which is really hefty, back on here. All right. Oh God, CPU and SSD installed. Yay. So pretty. This latch is pretty cool too. That opens like a barn door. Right. Cool. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 more PCI slots. I believe that these two run off the CPU and the other ones run off of the chipset. So I think I might have screwed up though. I bought a 4 terabyte SSD and it has the heatsink on it. So I think I might have to remove the heatsink before I can actually insert it into the motherboard. Oh, hey, welcome, Sahib Basha. Nope, there's no screw in that SSD slot. All it was just one little button here to press to remove the heatsink, and then you can just insert the SSD. It's kind of neat because there's like that little movable SSD fitter that the ProArt has, so there's not too much finagling. Okay, this is my other SSD, but there's the heatsink already in with it. I think I actually might have to unscrew it to put it into here, because I don't think that this will fit with this, especially with the cover. I can try. I'm just not gonna shove it too hard. Let me see if it fits. And no, it does not. Okay, so I'm gonna have to remove that cover from that SSD. Thanks for joining my live stream. I am sorry, this is my first time ever doing anything like this, so if you are watching, if it's painful, I am sorry. All right. What should I do with this SSD? Customize RGB lighting. Well, I guess for the time being, what I could do is I can put this one here. And then put this 1 terabyte one into here and worry about unscrewing this later on. I have no idea. I feel like it shouldn't be too difficult to undo this. Looks like they're just hexes on here. Will this void my warranty? I hope not. I'm doing it anyways. Alright, let's go to my toolbox. Oh, actually, maybe I can use this. These little tiny hex screws are too big. I bought a for the SSD. I bought one with the heatsink. The heatsink is not going to fit within the PCI slot because the cover has its own heatsink. So I'm going to see if I can remove the heatsink from my SSD here. It has like 4 little screws, well 5 little screws. Hopefully I can just pop it off. So, all right, to the toolbox. Sweet. Bro. So I got the SSD on Amazon Prime. It was Prime Day sales, and it was actually $30 cheaper with the heatsink versus without the heatsink. So I thought I was getting a good deal. Well, should have checked. Again, first time build, trying to squeeze every single penny I could from this. Bro, this is goddamn stressful. Let's see. This is pretty small. But I'm pretty excited. This is like the coolest thing I've done in a long time. I don't know if that's sad or not, but again, lifelong dream. I always wanted to build a PC, but couldn't really justify the costs. So now that I need it for my editing station, I feel a lot less guilty spending this kind of money. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for letting me know that. I did not know that most motherboards have a heatsink built in. Just need to use my fat fingers to get the little screw out. Perfect. So, I am in Vancouver, Canada. This is pretty fun, pretty exciting. All right, thanks, Sabe. Appreciate it. I think it should be okay with without the warranty. I saved like $100 on the SSD. I feel like it should be all right. Worst comes to worst, I have like a NAS that I back up all my files on, and that's another reason why I chose the ProArt, because it has that 10 GB Ethernet port that can connect directly into my NAS. So sweet. You know, I am feeling pretty honored that somebody's actually watching this stream. I think again, if I fail this miserably, I'm glad that some people are with me to fail by my side, because misery loves company. I'm guesstimating this is going to take me, I'm going to say 2.5 hours to put all the components together. Oh, sweet. Thank you for letting me know that. That's a lot less stress on my mind now that you guys let me know that I still have the warranty, even if I remove the heatsink. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Neat. So I guess this is like another sticker heatsink. This is the SSD here. I think I'm just gonna try to gingerly remove this off. Dude, good luck, Sabe. Hopefully you won't struggle as much as I am right now. What are you building, buddy? How did they take this off? Oh, there's more stickery stuff on here. Sweet. All right, so that's not too bad. Thanks you guys for helping me out with this. All right, this is my 4 terabyte SSD. Hey, did you guys know if I had to remove the sticker for this SSD, or is it okay to leave it on? Oh yeah, that I was kind of like in the same situation as you as well. Again, like it was hard for me to justify the cost, especially if all I was doing was like playing video games. But I don't know, like I feel like you can try to get a build going without spending too much money as well. Sweet. Awesome. So that was pretty easy. You guys helped me with this. Thank you. Give me the confidence to put it together. So here we go. This has my 1 terabyte SSD. This is my 4 terabyte SSD. I'm gonna shut this gate here. And away we go. Sweet. Oh, I'll show you. So like, it came with like a SSD sticker here. Do I remove this or do I keep this on? Let me know. I think I can keep it on. I have no freaking idea. It doesn't say. Oh, you have to remove the sticker. Okay. I'll follow your advice. Okay. Sweet. Thanks for that. Dude, I got fat fingers. Okay, let me finagle this out first. Oh, don't remove this sticker. Ah, the blue one. Okay. Thanks, you guys. I don't know what I would be doing without you guys. Thank you for the help. Okay, and then remove the blue sticker. This one right here. There you go. Thanks, you guys. Okay, good. You guys saved me. Jesus. All right. that fiasco is relatively done. You guys are awesome, by the way. All right. Okay, next step. Let's just clean up a bit. Jesus. This guy neat though. This heatsink is apparently really efficient. So if I ever, I don't know, put it into my NAS, or if I end up using it for something different, I definitely will use that heatsink. Let's put everything inside of here so I don't use the screws. Yeah, I removed the blue sticker on top. Yeah, I agree too, but you know, I actually have a 18 terabyte hard disk in my NAS. I think that you're right, it is probably overkill, but you know, maybe one day I might need it, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so SSDs are inside. CPU is inside. My dog is relatively happy. I think the DDR5 now. Okay. Again, video editing, so slightly more gigs. I heard that was relatively important, especially when encoding and scrubbing video files. So this should be pretty satisfying. Looking on the Intel website, they recommended a higher speed DDR, so I got 6400 relative to the 6000 that AMD, I believe, recommends. So if I got like an AMD chip, I believe that they recommend 6000 being the sweet spot. Dude, this is so freaking beautiful. We just like take a moment to like enjoy like the craftsmanship of the motherboard. All right, so now I insert the DDR5. Here we go. Vengeance. God damn it, I'm a fool. I don't know if I go this way or this way. Yeah, thanks about the update on the BIOS. Yeah, the reason why I chose the Ultra 9 is for just processing power. If I was gaming, I was really debating whether to get the AMD or the Intel, but as far as kind of being the leader still in workstations and computing power, Intel still is kind of like the leader for that. So I don't know, after hours of research, I could just said screw it, and I decided to get this. So is it this way or is it this way? Bro. Remove. Optional. Remove. Install the bundled M2 rubber when installing a single-sided M2 module. What the fuck? So these were some doodads I got. M2 rubber when installing a single-sided M2 module. M2 slot. Oh, thanks, dude. About the DDR. So, what the fuck are these gaskets? These little rubber thingies. I don't get it. Dude, I don't want to do the SSD again. What are you talking about? Install the bundled M2 rubber when installing a single-sided M2 module. M2 Q latch clicks and locks the M2 SSD. Right. Ah, okay. All right. What's the worst that can happen, right? Thanks, guys. Okay, let me just put some stuff back. Clicks and locks the M2 SSD, which I did. Secure the screw properly. Wait, do I need to screw something in? These are the gaskets. Alright, I don't know. Who cares? Let's do the DVR. Alright. Like what you said, there should only be one side that fits, right? Hopefully. Cool. Cool. I assume it's this side. Very wrong. Okay, maybe it's the other side. Okay. Okay, maybe it's the other side. Yeah, I think it's the other side. This is the right side. What is it? Sweet. That makes sense because there's a locking mechanism on this thing here. Oh. All right, second one here, gently, slowly. I feel like I should put it. I feel like I should be like seated in more. Two and four. Put it in 2 and 4 from processor side. Like here, like 2 and 4. Is there any particular reason why to do that? I feel like I'm being too gentle. Oh, there you go. Hey, look at that. Thank you. Second slot and fourth slot. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, so second slot and fourth slot. Ugh. Again, I really appreciate you guys helping me out with this. I'd be a little bit lost. I think no amount of like research really prepares you for actually doing it yourself. Okay. I know I should check the manual, but put in 2 and 4, right? From the processor side. So, okay, so I'll do that. Alright, 2 and 4. Bro, look at. I do got the. Hey, look at this. I do have the thing. So it says DM2 4. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for me to double check the manual. Again, so many details. I would be so fucked if you guys weren't here, so thank you. So 2. Oh, very satisfying. And 4. Thanks, Rafi. Two and 4. There you go. All right. Okay. So I got the I got the CPU. I got the RAM. Got the SSDs. Now I believe I should be doing the cooling system. It's on the description. The CPU I got was the Ultra 9 285K 5.6 gigahertz CPU. Yeah, I did. So I pushed it in, it clicked, and then it actually latched onto itself here. So thanks for giving me the heads up, you guys. Oh, I'm using my DJI Action 4. Okay, I definitely will watch that video on Gamers Nexus. I like that guy, the guy with the long hair, right? Okay, here we go. Little ASUS baggie. Manual. I'm done with this stuff, so I'll just safely put this aside. Whoops. Okay, clean workstation. Motherboard. Okay, unboxing. Before install the heatsink to the motherboard, install the motherboard into the case first. Put it into the case first. Let's just open the radiator. This is like the first time we're building a PC. I've never really seen that radiator in real life before, so it's kind of neat. Again, this is the reason why I bought it, was because of Gamer Nexus, I believe, recommending this. I believe this is just a cover. Cool. Wi-Fi antenna. Put that on the side. I just inserted the SSD already. All right, so this is the accessories. Thermal paste. Dude, you don't know how many videos I watch on how to actually apply thermal paste. It was embarrassingly amount of time of seeing different techniques, like the blop, the X, the spread. Okay, so this is a radiator, the AIO. I know that there's a bracket that I need to put on here. Shouldn't I put the bracket on first? Let me see.
Hello?
What the fuck is this? Neat. This is the Intel bracket, right? Like this one goes here. I don't think I need this yet. Bro, look how beefy this is. preparation installation video guide. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All important manual. Ah, I see. But I think, shouldn't I install this like Intel bracket thingy first and then put the motherboard into the case? Okay, I'll put the bracket on first. So I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna put on the bracket, install the motherboard into the case as per your guys' recommendations. Thank you. So I do know these are for AMD and then some are for Intel. So let's try to null this out. So this is all the shit that I got from the motherboard. I'll put this on the side for now. This is the case instruction manual. This is the AIO stuff. I am sorry if this is boring, but just taking my time. CPU. This is to actually power, I believe, the AIO into the motherboard. AMD shit. This is the thermal paste. These are screws that go into here, I believe. And these screws probably are for the radiator. Oh, thanks you guys. Dude, this is literally a first time builder doing this. Okay, thanks for your support though. Really appreciate it. Okie dokie. Must detach. This whole entire thing. You unscrew this to put this one in here. And these are the screws. From what I understand, I'm supposed to put something soft from behind here, because if I don't, that little clamp might drop. Right? Nah, I think it'll be okay. Okay, screwdriver. Thanks. Oh, Jesus. Duh, okay. It's okay. All good. These machines are relatively robust. They can take a little bit of a beating. Dude, what kind of screw is this? Oh, there you go. You have to unscrew the Intel bracket and install the black one from RTX. Maybe you need to unscrew the processor mount. You need to get the small one again. No user manual in the box. But I think you can, there's like a QR code, I believe, with like instructions. But I have you guys, so if I fuck up, it's your guys' fault. Just joking, but not really. I have my complete faith in the internet. Okay. All right. Back. All right. Good. Good shit. Nice. All right. Very good. Are these different screws? The heck? Why the hell are there two different size screws? Doesn't make sense to me. Bro. Dude. What the Bro. Why would they do that? Would they have two different... You live and you learn, right? So that one's not gonna fit. Actually, don't know if I have that size. I need something smaller than this. Dude, I tried it, like, the more you try. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? That's the smallest one. Okay, I have my handy dandy. Yeah, I double checked. Like, check it out. So this is the H3. It fits here relatively easily. And then when I put it into here, it's not even going in. Who knew? Hey, what? Did this come with the cooler? I think so. Hey, look at that. Good job, Arctic. Liquid freezer. Okay. Dude, I'm like freaking out. Let's see. Okay. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I should have popped this up first. You live and you learn. Alright. Here we go. Everybody's happy. I'm happy. You're happy. We're all happy. Alright. Finally. So this triangle with this triangle, and away we go. Sweet. That's it, eh? I thought there would be more like mounty stuff, but I guess not. And just screws. Relatively easy. Yeah, thanks Ember Darkness for that tip. Again, this build is as much as my build as your build. We are doing this together. I do wonder why they have two different screws though. Okay. Sweet. You know what? I think I'm not going to use the electric drill. I'm just going to use a hand screwdriver. I'm just really scared of like screwing in, like using the electric screwdriver and like screwing in too tightly and possibly cracking the motherboard, which I don't know if I could actually do, but again, first time, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? Bro, I got fat fingers. Okay, here we go. Sweet. So far, so good. Yeah, awesome. Touches top left, bottom right. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, dude. It's kind of like screwing in a tire. You kind of want to do that star pattern as well. Maybe building a PC is like building, you know, like fixing a car. There's a lot more sensitive components. Just gonna hand tight this. You think this is good? Should I do it like super tight? Yeah. It should be tight, but not too tight, right? I'm not a mechanic, but I fixed my car up. So I have like a Dodge 2500. I go off-roading and like a lot of camping. I actually just completed the West Coast Trail. If you don't know what that is, it's one of like the most famous like 7-day hiking camping trips that you can do. It's on the west coast of Vancouver Island. If you just Google the images, absolutely extraordinary. I did it with me and 2 other friends. Like at one moment, you're kind of hiking along in the woods. The next moment, you're on the beach. You sleep. You wake up to sea lions. I think there's no other experience like that. Yeah, Pacific Northwest adventures. All right, I believe that is good. Okay. All right, guys. We've done that. Now to install the motherboard into the case, right? Okay. slow is fast and fast is slow. All this in here so I don't lose any parts. All right, time for the case. I'm gonna put this one aside here. Jeez. I know, case time. To be honest, I'm kind of nervous. All right. I don't need these brackets anymore. This is for the radiator. I'm gonna even shove this in here. Save it for later. So this is the Fractal XL in walnut with the tinted glass here. I feel like it's a semi-professional look, matches well with the ProArt. Not super into the RGB, but I respect people who are. I feel like I'm a little bit more low-key. Okay, here we go. Okay, thanks. Okay, I'll put it in the case. Here we go. So this is the case. So I assume I have to take the screws off the case. Install motherboard. Yeah, let's remove all the panels first. So remove side panels. All right. Remove side panels. It does look nice. The Epoch. I saw that on I think Gamer Nexus as well. Do I take it out all the way? I think so. Hey. Screwdriver will not hurt the case. I'm trying to work as fast and efficiently without breaking anything. Sweet. Ooh. Handle with care. I'll put you here next to the guitars. One panel, two panel. Relatively easy. Oh, this is actually my first live stream too. So first live stream, first PC build, and I gotta share it with you guys. That's right? Slide forward, so slide backwards, and then you can take it out. So this is the middle panel. Check, check. Install the power supply. Okay, I shall. So I got a really sick deal on the power supply. I got it for $99. So I don't know if you guys have Staples, but there's like an office retail company that had this on clearance for $120, and then I used the online coupon for $20 off, and I got this for $99. So normally with my channel, I have like a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of travel stuff. Just again, busy with work, so I haven't really posted any of my personal stuff. But stay tuned. If you do follow me, I am going to be posting a lot more. Not just PC stuff, if that's your interest. But I'm going to be posting like my West Coast trail trip as well. Sweet. All right. Some zip ties, some forbidden jelly beans, cables, power cable, safety and compliance. Okay, and power supply. Sweet. Smells electronic-y. Oh, sweet. 8 years. Nice. So I got an 850, so this should be more than enough for the 5070 and the CPU I'm running. Again, just giving that little bit of headspace. So from what I remember is you want the fan on the bottom, right there. So fan on the bottom. Bro. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry for anybody who's watching this and who's built a PC before. This is like watching a deer take its first steps. 4 screws. This was for the radiator. Was it for the radiator? Or was this for the case? Bro. No, it's inside of here. Ah, that makes sense. That does make sense. But I think I could always just screw this in first. I won't actually install the power supply until I install the motherboard, which is a good idea. Thanks. Some more forbidden jelly beans. Dude, you guys are awesome. Sweet. And the screws are inside here, I assume. Yes, it is. Yeah, you're right. I caught that on too. So these are the Fractal screws. M3s, mounting, 4 power supply screws. That actually makes it really helpful for me. Sweet. This is, I guess the power supply has their own screws too. Should I use the Fractals or should I use its own screws? I would say I should use the Fractal screws, and that way I can just keep this on the side. Some more zip ties. And these are the radiator, the power supply screws. It's like the same thing. Yeah, I'll use the Fractals. Use the bigger ones. Aw, thanks UNSSC. Hopefully you weren't freaking out as much as I was. Bro, they're the same size. Okay, Fractal it is. This seems right. It's the best. Honestly, this chat has like saved me a couple times already with the SSD stuff, so thank you for that. Like a few times I missed some stickers, so if I didn't get help from you guys, I think I would have to take my PC apart again, and that would be super painful. So thanks, you guys. All right. So I'm from Vancouver, Canada. Where else is everybody else from? Yeah, I'm excited to turn everything on as well. Yeah, and I do live near the airport, so Richmond. So I'm not sure if you guys know Richmond, British Columbia. That's where I live. Kind of like second China. All right, here we go. Here we go. Install the I/O shield. What? So this is the I/O here. I'm assuming you can take off the front part. I'm sure you can just plop this in, right? Oh, sweet. I'm actually gonna go to Japan as well at the end of October. So me and my wife, we're gonna do a trip to Japan and Taiwan. So my wife is from Taiwan, moved here when she was like 9, I believe. And then I've never been to Taiwan with her, but I've been to Taiwan before. But I'm excited to meet her family and show her around Japan. Okay. I'm doing it, man. Just give me a second. Let me breathe. Do I take this off first? Sweet. That'd be cool. Cool. There's like a little diagram that shows you exactly the size. Compare the motherboard. Install the motherboard. Okay. So the IO goes here, I assume. Bro, how the fuck do I do this? There's screws here. Alright. Dude, how do I put the AO on? Like this. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. There you go. Awesome. Oh, Jesus, that was so scary. Dude, that was stressful. Okay. What do I do now? Connect cables for front. What? Well, let me put the screws in first. So I need Phillips head screws. Dude, if I let go of this, will it fall? Okay, mounting screws, cable tie, HDD tamper, drive screw. I need these mounting screws. Motherboard standoff. Is that what you're talking about? Dude. Wait. The fuck? Wait, that's right? think so. I think that is right. Right? Fuck is this? I have an ATX. Okay. I'll let go of this. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Which mounting screws do I use? Hey everybody, I just want to say thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I am not making any of you guys too angry about my install here. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Like this, right? Yay, thank you. Sweet. Sorry, dude. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's actually like a holder here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's put the mounting screws in. These are the ones, right? I assume they are. Dude, thanks again. We've been online for an hour and 30. I feel like the only thing I've done was installed like the RAM, the cooling bracket, the 2 SSDs, and like 3 pounds of like sweat. Bro, what am I doing? Dude, you're being so nice. Thank you. I can't wait to start this up with you guys though. Well, I say I did do right on like picking the aesthetic of the case and everything. One, two, three, four. Oh, and you guys like saved me with the DDR stuff. The DDR5 telling me to go into like the 2 and 4 slots, so thank you for that again. Super cool. Dang, okay. This is also the case I want to build on if I ever want to build again, but not with the glass version. Oh, you're unlucky with the glass? Okay. Well, I believe in you, dude. You've been helping me out with this, so I feel like maybe your luck is gonna change. That's it, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 screws. That's it. Motherboard installed. Right. Install the cooling system. Do that later. Install the motherboard into the chassis. I feel like I just did. Connect everything to the motherboard. Alright. I shall connect everything to the motherboard. Now it's time for the cooler. Okay. Alright. I'll put all of the Fractal accessories back into here. This is the radiator for PC. No, this is for the power unit. Garbage, garbage. Zip ties. All right, here we go. I don't know how nervous I am to actually put this like goop on, but we will see. Shouldn't I like try to connect everything first before putting the cooler on? Like all the different wires and stuff? Yeah, I did screw it. Actually came with the case. There's a little like hook here that allows you to actually mount the motherboard without it dropping, which is kind of neat. Maybe I should do I'm scared if I do the cooler first that it's gonna be hard for me to wire everything afterwards. So I will try to connect the wires first, and I'll do the cooler right after, because there's some plugs here which I feel like would be easier to use without the radiator in the way. But I still think it's a really good idea. All right, here we go. Okay. Sweet, motherboard did not fall out. That's a good sign. I think you can pull this tab. Perfect. This is where the radiator is gonna go. Here's the other side of it. This is for the hard. This is for the hard disk. These are, I assume, the connectors for the AAO and fans. Yeah, this is the AAO here. I guess I could feed this. How should I do it? Probably into these little ports here. Give the zip tie. Okay, here we go. These plugs here. Let's try to make this look not ugly. Power, LED, what is this? I think this is the USB-C 20 gig port thingy. Yo, how the fuck am I supposed to know where did each one of these go? Oh, I need to grab my light. So right now I'm using a Mac Pro tower. I decided to make the switch to PC because I've always been the PC person. And I feel like the ProArt like stepped up as far as like design to make it worth the switch over. Here we go. All right. So let's see. ATX power. Maybe it's all these ones on the bottom here. Right. I assume so. Makes sense.